Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cherry atrium. The material list with everything you need will be in the description below, so let's just crack on with it, shall we? And the first step, which is optional, is to find a nice big cherry grove. To build it in, I've just cleared out a space here, which is big enough. You're going to want to clear out about 25 by 25 each way. And we'll be starting from the center block and building outwards. So to start with, place a temporary block on the ground and dirt above it. You can use normal dirt, coarse dirt, rooted dirt, mycelium, anything like that, and build a 3x3 like this, and then 3 on each end, like so. This is going to be the main center point, so place a temporary block there, and then some Deepslate slabs all the way along the outside. So on the design there's a cherry tree in the middle here. It's up to you whether you want to build your own, or build the one that I made, or just put a normal cherry sapling in there. And from here, take your temporary block, and from the slab, build out 6. Like that, in each direction. Like so. Again, these are the temporary blocks, we will be removing them. But this is roughly how big the building is going to be. From this, go one to the side, and then a slab on the side like that. So it should look like this. And from the slab we'll start with this one. We'll place one across so it's 2. And then another 2. 1, 1, and then 2 more 2s. Like that. And you'll see that that will link up to right here. So you can just continue this pattern, 2 2s, 2 1s, 2 2s, all the way across the circle. And it should be looking like this right now. We can now remove these temporary blocks. And now we can go ahead and fill in the floor. You can do this in whichever pattern you'd like, but we'll be doing it in a braided pattern, which, if you don't know how to do that, is 2 across, and then 2 down, like that. And it becomes like a braided look. So we'll be doing that all in the inside. So you should be left with something looking a little bit like this. Next we're going to go along the outer edge and the inside edge and line them with beehives. Like that. Try and keep them facing the same direction so you're not like twisting like that way. And a substitution for these beehives could be oak wood or chiseled bookshelves. So now it should be looking like that. Next, coming off of these pathways, we're going to make them 4 long, starting from the slabs, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then add stairs, like so, and then we can add stairs underneath as well, like that, and do this for each side. So with the pathways it should look like this. Don't worry if it interferes with the terrain that you have in your world. We won't be doing anything else to these pathways. Next we're heading back inside, and with the same dirt or grass or mycelium or whatever you're using for the middle, we're just going to outline the slabs. So the best way I found to do that is to line up the 2s with the 2s, and then for the 1s do like a W shape. Like that. So the shape you're looking for is this. 2, 2, W, 2, 2. And just repeat that on all 4 sides. Okay, next we're going to come off of the W shape here and go along each edge of the W with dried kelp. Substitutions for this block could be polished deep slate, and then 1 out like that on each side. And underneath the kelp blocks is where you put some waxed weathered copper. Substitutions for this could be wool, cyan wool perhaps, or pink wool or anything, and just repeat this on all 4 sides. So this is what we should be having now. Just take a moment to stop here and make sure that you're with me, because there's going to be some weird shapes happening next. So next we're going to build the arches on each side. So come to one of the pathways, and 1 off here, place down 2 cherry wood like that on each side, and place a cherry trapdoor on those pillars. Next you want to build these pillars up by another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then come in 1 and go up 2 like that, and then turn it into a zigzag, and one on top like that. This is the shape of the archway that we're going to repeat on each side. From here, take a cherry fence date and put it in the middle and open it, put it on each side and keep them closed. Then take a fence and add them on top of the two dates there. Repeat this along all the arches. Alright, now we're going to come off of this trapdoor like that, with some normal cherry bark, and then in this gap behind it, start building up a pillar. Bring it to just under the tip of the arch, right here. And do that to all 8. Fill in the gap under the cherry with some more copper, and then place slabs all across the perimeter, ignoring this gap right here. You can fill the inside of the staircase in as well, like that. So it should be looking like this along the base, with a hole right there. Alright, next go over to this hole, build it up by 8. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that, do that on each. Okay, we can see the structure starting to come together here. Take some white glass all the way up to 6 blocks high, which should line up with the pink pillar here. Make the edge one taller, and then mirror that on this side, and then repeat all the way around. Now on top of the glass, place the pink cherry, should look like a dip, and then on top of that, place the normal bark. So it should be looking like this. You guessed it, do that all the way around. From here, just 4 fences like that. Do that on all sides. Back to the front, on the bottom layer of glass just above the kelp, we're going to be putting 3 birch signs like so. Do that on every single side. 2 blocks above that, so skip that one and go up here. 1 on top of each other, 2 cherry signs on each side of the arch. Which that's my favourite detail in the whole thing, add that all the way around. Next, from each pillar, go 1 up and then create an almost L shape, leaving out the middle part. From here, diagonally, a cherry wood and another one, and then do the same over there to this pillar and it should link up over here. From there, add 1 glass to each side of that. On the bottom of the L, have 2 glass going down like so, and a pillar in the middle like that, and then fill in the rest with a wiggly line like so. Repeat this on all of the corners. Now time to connect the arches to the main building, so we'll go behind the fence gate here and place some cherry planks. We'll go up to meet these edges all the way up to there. Do this on each side, and then place 1 cherry log inwards like that, leave a gap there, and then connect the sides like so. Do that on all sides. Next we're going to put 2 pieces of fence on each side like that, connect the fences with glass, and then connect this bottom section up, do 5 and then 3 in the middle like that, and then fill in those 2 with glass like that. There's 5 in line with the fences, 5 in line with the planks, 3 extended from that, and then 2 down at the bottom here. Repeat for all sides. I feel like now is probably a good time to mention that any issues you have with this or my instructions or anything like that, I am always willing to help out in the comment section. Anyway, back to it. Now we have everything at the same level, so we're just going to fill in these holes with moss. And 1 inwards from that, we're going to build 2 up from each moss block. Like so, and then connect them up at the top with more moss like that. Then from these cherry bits, go 1 up twice, for a diagonal like this. They should link up at the top like so. In this gap below the moss, we put some more copper in there, and along the copper, some cherry signs. Now on the sides, to place 3 moss like this, and copper on top like that. We are so close to being done now. Just fill in this top section with glass. Fill in that corner so that it's a right angle all the way across. So the glass should be 1 layer of 5 and then 2 layers of 5. Also fill in this little section with 1 block of glass. Next, on each corner, build 2 upwards, and in between them is Deepslate. Then another block of cherry on each corner like so. Fill in the middle with Deepslate again, and then create a plus shape with cherry like that, iron bars all across, a dark oak fence, a chain, and a lantern on top. If you don't have dark oak, then that could be any fence, or you could just have another one of these cherry logs. And that is about it for the outside. If you want to spruce it up a little bit, you can put some grass along the moss parts up here, make it look a little bit overgrown, put some glow lichen. So that is the main structure, but you can decorate it how you want it. I've added bamboo along the sides here and a cherry tree in the middle to be the focus point. You could make your own cherry tree like this, or you could just plant a sapling in the middle, which this room is big enough for a small cherry tree, so it's really what you want to be the focus point. Once you have the centerpiece in place, you can also begin to add lighting. Something that I found works effectively is to put fences all across the top here, like so, connecting these cherry sections, and it creates almost like a hashtag sign. And then from these plus signs, you can bring down some chain to whatever desired length and put a lantern on top like so, which I think varied lengths looks very appealing, especially when it comes in front of the tree like that. You can put some little shelves around, put some pots on top. If you put flower pots on top of those, then you can put saplings in, or bushes like that, and a little paste of compost if you want to. And another detail we can add on here is some birch trapdoors all across the inside. And what that does is just separates the paint from the cherry tree from the paint from the outside. So you can go ahead and do that all the way across. Really just make it your own and have fun decorating. But that is all I have to show you today, so thank you so much for watching. If you are stuck with anything, then just leave a comment and I'll be there to help you out as much as I can. If you want to see more from me, then I currently have a survival single player let's play series which I've been tracking on with at the moment. This build might feature in it, we'll see. Or I have some modded stuff coming up as well. But that'll be it from me, so thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoy the build.